Talk about, having the chance to come back this year. It was only you and Jason coming back from last year.
Right.
What did that mean to you to have them ask you to come back?
Well, it meant a lot. Last year we had a good season. They treated us well. It just felt like home. Felt like I was in place here. And, I thought it was a real good situation how they ran the organization. And so, I came back and participated in free agent camp. And, everything just worked out good. It's a blessing, to have another chance to come back and play here in the States. Where my family can see me play online and things like that. So, like I said, it's a good situation. Everybody's good around here. We're surrounded by good people, good fans. So, I kind of like the environment and everything. So,
last year, with my conversations with Coach, he's always spoken highly of you and has always looked for you to kind of step up and become more of a role player. This year so far, you've been able to do that. Right. Talk about where you think you've improved from last season.
Coach always stay on me about, being aggressive. And that's one thing that I think he placed the emphasis on my game, was just trying to stay aggressive and attacking the basket and also looking for my shot. So, I just try to, do what I can to help the team, fulfill my role and just be a good team player on and off the court and just be a coachable guy.
Last year, you guys had the youngest team in the CBA. This year, you add some veterans in Galen Young and Wayne Turner. How have they been as far as bringing some leadership to this team this year?
Well, they've been around the block, so, they know a lot. They got a lot of knowledge of the game, They like teachers on the court, coaches on the court. So, we learn a lot from them. Great leaders, great guys, can't complain. Just good on and off the court, great teammates. They know a lot about the game, so you can't take that away from them. It's good to learn from veterans.
Personally for you, Wayne has played in the NBA, Galen's tried out for the NBA. What have they been able to teach you for you to improve?
Game situations, just being patient, letting the game come to you. A lot of times as young players we can, get overwhelmed and, be out of control at times and just making game situations and game decisions at the right time. But they just have a knowledge of the game where some things that we don't know, we have to just sit down and just take a seat, be humble about everything, and just listen, and that that's going to help us in the long run as young players trying to get to that point that they're at.
Right. Last year, you guys finished 26-22 on the season. Kind of a lot of ups and downs last year. This year, you guys come out, firing on all cylinders. You guys are on a roll right about now. Talk about early on in the season and what's it been like so far.
It's been good. As each game goes by, we're still learning how to play with each other. And we're building a system here. And, Coach Keithley has guys that can play within his system, running that up-tempo ball. So, we got off to a good start. We want to keep things rolling. We're playing great together. And, that's it, just playing hard. We got veterans this year, like I said, we had a good team last year, but we just got some guys who've been around a little longer and kind of know the game. And like I said, teachers on and off the court, so that's always good for a team to have those vets.
You look at the season so far, you guys have started playing ABA teams.
Right.
As a basketball player, you'll say basketball is basketball. It doesn't matter who you're playing.
Right.
But the reality is there's probably better competition in the CBA, and you're about to get ready to play those CBA teams.
Right.
How much do those ABA games prepare you guys for the CBA schedule?
Oh, I think it has definitely prepared us. It's got us a chance to play together, learn each other's game, and really you have to take every game the same. You can't take one game, less than another. So, we approach these games just like they're Albany or Minot or whoever the case may be. So, you just got to have that mentality all the time. And, we stay focused like that, we're going to be all right.
If you could describe this team's personality on and off the court, how would you do that?
I don't know. That's a good question. Feisty. Everybody has a chip on their shoulder, has an edge to them. We don't back down from nobody. We every game we come out here, we get it up in the huddle, we talk what we're gonna do, and we do it. You know, so I think everybody just has that chip on their shoulder where they just want to get to it. They want to get a championship. They want to win games. We all had the same focus, and that's what we need.
If there's one player on this team, when you're on the court with them or watching them from the bench, who's the one player that amazes you the most?
Jason McLeish. You know, he brings energy when he's on the bench and when he's in the game. You know, and he's a great teammate. He's one of the biggest cheerleaders that we have. You know, whether he's in the game or not. And he brings the tempo. You know, he's just a good guy. You know, so I would have to say Jason McLeish.
Derek, one thing people may not know about him is that he's a communications major at Valdosta State, so hey, he's pretty good in front of the camera, so he may have a second career. But he's a great individual. I met his family last year a couple times, and I can see why he turned out the way he has. He's an excellent individual, one of those type of individuals you say as a basketball coach, maybe years down the road, hey, I may want him as assistant coach because he's that type of individual you can really count on.
And we mentioned him all this year and last year too, and I mentioned in this that you wanted him to become more of a role player, and I think he's finally getting to that point now.
Yeah, I think he's getting there, Derek. He sure is. He's doing a heck of a job for us this year.
All right, Coach. Well, that will do it for the third quarter of the Coach Keithley Show. When we return, we will hear from you, the fans of the East Kentucky Miners, in our long distance connection.